Well, hello there, and this is Auntie, and I am here to do my review on 90 Day Fiance, Before the 90 Days, Season 4, Episode 14, Hard Habit to Break. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for joining the family. And to all of my nieces and nephews who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. If I had to rate tonight's episode, I would rate the episode a B. I thought the episode it was okay. I mean, it was good. I don't want to give it a C because there were a lot of little nuggets that happened in the episode. And so I want to be a little fair about it. I mean, there were some things that, well, do I really want to give it a B? I don't know. You tell me down in the comment section what I should give this episode, Hard Habit to Break. So let me just get started. As far as Darcy and her sister are concerned, I saw them on the screen. I did not look at them. I actually fast forwarded through all of it, which is the wonderful, wonderful advantage of having on demand. Okay, you can be taping and looking at the very same time. And so I really did fast forward through it. I wasn't interested in it at all. Okay. So I don't have any news to give you about the Silver twins. Okay. The next couple that I want to talk about is Stephanie and Erika. Basically, we watched Stephanie packing her bags and leaving. And so as she began to pack her bags and leave, she started talking about the relationship with Erika and wishing that the relationship had been better than it was. She indicated that she still was in love with Erika, which we know is a lie. She's never been in love with Erika. And so, she said that, she wished that things had been different, and now she is going home, and her mom is picking her up from the airport. One of the things that I noticed about Stephanie is she didn't have a mask. And I was like, so did she get miraculously, blah, 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 I said that wrong. Okay, did she get healed while she was in Australia? Because where's the face mask? Where's all the drugs? Where's all the precautions that this young lady was taking? Here she is now at the hotel with no mask on, in a cab, or Uber, or a shuttle to the airport with no mask on, walking around the airport with no mask on. She gets to the service desk and she asks them, do they have a face mask? And I'm like, you said that you had taken all these precautions and you had all these things, but still and yet you left yourself open to whatever it is that she's most vulnerable to. We see her flying on the airplane without a mask on. And so I'm just thinking, I mean, maybe she got healed. I mean, I don't know, but I'm really suspect of her whole entire story. And that's not to say that the girl isn't sick. That's just to say you just did not do what you needed to do in order to make sure that you were healthy and that you kept up with this particular storyline. But we see her get in the car with her mom. Her mom gets to the airport and she has her dogs with her and everything. And she's excited and she's hugging and kissing them and everything. And then she gets in the car with her mom, and her mom began to ask her, how was the trip? And she told her mother about, going from here to there and, having a great time. She did mention that her and Erika had an argument, and, that they didn't see eye to eye on some things. I just, I call it all bull crap. And, okay, I guess it just is what it is with her. I could not believe that she was expecting Erika to really meet her at the airport to give her a hug and a kiss. only for her to say that she's not interested in the relationship. But you know, it's the same old with this girl. The next couple I want to talk about is Ash and Avery. Of course, you know, it is it's her time to go back home, and she finds out from Ash that, you know, he lives in a very small town. And so as a result of that, he is trying to get a visa from Australia, I believe it is. Yeah, I think it is. And so he's saying that that may take him anywhere between 3 months to a year. I'm sorry. I think there's laundry in the... there he is. Okay. So anyway, just never mind that noise. That's the rent cycle, okay? So anyway, you know, she really, you know, is talking about Taj, and she's talking about, you know, how difficult it's going to be for him to come. And, you know, she's saying that she misses him, and he says that he misses her. He said that he's really serious about this, and he's going to be doing whatever it is that he can do to make sure that, you know, he winds up in America. And I just call bull crap on the play. I don't think that Avery is interested in Ash anymore. I think that this is just a done deal for her. She was saying earlier that she didn't even think that she was going to be applying for the K-1 visa. But she is stringing this man on. She's very, you know, nonchalant about it, just, you know, kind of dull and everything. And I'm just like, something is up with her. I really don't think that she's attracted to him. I think that she's seen enough to know that the relationship is not going to work, and that she's going to always have to question him about everything that happens in their relationship, okay? So, I mean, I think that this is just a complete and total done deal with them. I would be shocked to see at the tail off if the two of them are together. We didn't see a lot in the previous video, but I just don't think that the two of them are going to be together. Okay, that's just where I am, and I just really just want to skip through them. The next person that I want to talk about is Ed. Ed is basically on his way back home. He has a failed relationship with Rosemarie. Rosemarie told him, I'm done. Okay? And truly, Rosemarie was done. And so now he wants to reconcile his relationship with his daughter, but he doesn't want to admit to all of the things that he did wrong to contribute to this, you know, relationship going bad. He said that he realized that he had found love and he had a good thing with Rosemarie, but he did mess that up. But as soon as he got in the car with his mother, he began to lie and put everything on Rosemarie and try to make it seem like the only reason why the two of them did not work out was because she wanted more children, and because, you know, he's so old and he's had his daughter. You know, this is the reason why he broke up with Rosemarie. I don't know why he could not be honest with his mother about what really happened, of course, because his mother's going to look at the show. I mean, what else she got to do during the day, okay? So the mother's going to look at the show and she's going to see that her son is telling a lie. I don't know, you know, I know that he's embarrassed. You know, he didn't want to be emotional. Of course, he didn't even really want to tell his mom what was going on with him. But as soon as he got off the, you know, the plane, and he saw Teddy, his little dog, who just looked shraggedy and raggedy. I'm like, damn, when was the last time this dog been to the groomers? I mean, do they not have any groomers? I mean, like, there was nothing. We weren't on stay-at-home orders or anything like that during the filming of this. So what the hell is going on with the damn dog? I mean, groom the dog. I mean, golly. You talking about this is your dog? And anyway, his mother, you know, is basically driving Miss Daisy. The mother was so cute, okay? She looked like one of those women that's out in the lawn and garden all day. You know, she just pulling weeds up and just planting, you know, flowers around the house. And it's just a perpetual rainbow over their damn house. And you know what I'm saying? The mama was just cute and everything, but she was really concerned about her son. And, you know, when she asked him about it, he started crying and everything. Excuse me. But I didn't feel sorry for him at all. I mean, I had no sympathy for him. Write down in the comment section if you had any, because I sure the hell didn't. I just was like, this little lime little llama mofo getting everything that he deserved, because truly he did treat Rosemarie like she was trash, including her family. He did everything he possibly could to embarrass this young lady. And you know what? It's a done deal and it's over. The next couple that I want to talk about is Baby Goat Lisa and Soldier Boy. We see them the next, we see her after she's had this argument with him. He said that he wanted to propose to her, but because, she had she was mad with him because there was a message on his phone where he was talking to another woman and he said, I love you. He did not propose to her. So, she's back at the hotel. She still has that red dress. Can she please change that red dress? And I don't know how many of you all have noticed, but on that red dress, with that red dress, she got crinkled up, fingernail polish on. That's halfway on and halfway off. So when she's talking, you just imagine a Winston or a Marlboro or a Campbell or a Newport in her hand, and her fingernail polish is just, half on and half off. Like, how trashy. But anyway, I don't know if y'all noticed it, but please put it down in the comment section about her nasty nails when she's doing her confessional. But anyway, so, she is, upset with him, but now she's really upset because he is not proposed to her in person. We saw Usman a couple of episodes ago with his brother going to get a ring, but he wasn't sure whether or not he was going to marry her because he was like, we argue about everything. And that has not stopped. And so, baby girl Lisa is upset because he hasn't proposed to her. And so he's like, how the hell do I do this? And so, they're sitting in the room and everything. And he's like, well, why would I propose to you when we have arguments all the time? A whole relationship is about arguing. And baby girl Lisa's like, look, I'm telling you, shorty, you're going to have to propose to me, She's saying that, she's picked up the culture and she's trying to blend the cultures together. What culture would this be? But anyway, and so, Usman, he does not want to be controlled by her. He doesn't know whether or not he, should be with her. The producers ask him, are you going to propose? He said, why should I? Why should I propose to her? I've done everything that I could do to make her happy, and none of that is working. We're arguing day in and day out about every damn thing. And so, we see, her leave out the room because, he's not saying all those things to her that she wants him to say. He is, telling her we're having problems in our relationship, and I just don't know whether or not this is something I want to do with you. So baby girl Lisa leaves. Oh, I'm done. I'm done. She, what is this, the done season? Okay, we done, damn it. The viewers, the fans of 90 Day Fiance, bitch, we're the ones that's done. But okay. So, she goes out of the room and everything. And so, this is his time when he's talking to the producers. And the next thing we hear her calling his name like somebody's grandmother. I guess, the age difference is so that she could be his grandmother. But anyway, so he goes out into the hallway and baby girl Lisa tells him that, she is concerned about him not proposing. They're supposed to be getting married tomorrow. All the family is coming in. And so she's concerned because people are going to think that the only reason why he's marrying her is because she's pregnant to him. And I'm saying pregnant to him. How the hell do you get pregnant to somebody? Do you mean pregnant by him? Do you mean that you have his baby in your womb, your old dried up womb with all of those cobwebs and all of that stuff in there? Lisa, baby girl Lisa, come on, ain't nobody gonna think you pregnant by anybody. Like, at all, nada, zilch, bitch, don't even try. You ought to be ashamed of yourself for lying like that. This woman knows that she can't have a baby any more than I can have a baby. She talking about I'm still getting, girl. So anyway, Usman's like, nobody's going to think that. My family knows that I'm marrying you, boo, boo, boo. And so, he goes back into the room. She goes back into the room. And she goes into the bathroom to use the bathroom. And when she comes out, Usman is down on his knees with the ring out, boo. And, he has the ring out. And she's like, So he's on the ring. He's like, will you marry me in peace, without all these arguments, without all of this confusion? And she's like, well, do you think that you can handle me? He's like, yeah, I know I can handle you. I will handle you. So Lisa's like, yes. So, he's down on his knees. She's kissing him. I just think, oh my God. So she's kissing him and everything. And he gets up and, they kind of make light of the arguments that they're continuing to have. And so he's like, I love you. And she's like, I love you. And she tells him that he is her world. And at this point, I really do believe that this woman is head over heels in love with this man. I believe, all of those little lies she told about the sex not being good and all that kind of crap. I do believe she's in the 70 percentile, but I think he's doing a bang up 100% job on that tail, okay? Because at this point, this woman really wants to marry him. This is all that she really wants. And so she says that the proposal was everything that she dreamed of. And I'm saying, you how in the world you gonna propose to me outside of a bathroom stall? Like, no, that's not what I dream of. Come again, boo. Do a little better. Don't propose to me on somebody else's carpet. But anyway, so, she says that, she's going to remember this for the rest of her life. And so at this point, they're engaged and all the family is on their way. The two brothers are coming in and everything. And so, the family gets there, Mama's there, and you can tell that they worship Mama. And Mama is life, okay? Mama is the matriarch of the family, and they don't play with Mama. They want Mama to be happy and all of that kind of stuff. I believe that his father is deceased, and so Mama comes in, and they're going to be praying and cleaning up and everything. And so Lisa puts the wrap around her head, and at this point, I know that bitch is smelling. But anyway, she puts the wrap around her head, and Mama comes in and she begins to prepare to have prayer. And so that means the washing of the hands and the washing of the feet so that you could be without sin and wash your sins away. And I'm thinking, I don't give a damn if Lisa stands under the Niagara Falls, bitch. She will never be clean enough to get rid of her sins. I mean, this bitch, a dam can burst on her ass, all right? And she will still have sin on her. But anyway, so, Mama goes in and she starts cleaning herself up in the toilet. And, it's got a little spigot on it. And she's washing her, her feet and her hands and everything. And so Usman helps assist Lisa with it. And Lisa's like, oh, my God, I can't believe that they're doing this in the bathroom. But you know what? She went behind her and she did the same thing. And so all the men got together in the front of them and they began to have prayer and everything, which is customary for them. And so, I ain't got nothing shady to say about that. That's their custom. That's what they believe in. You do what you do, boo, okay? So Lisa is, has humbled herself. But then later on, we see Lisa coming downstairs with the brothers. They're going to the pool area because they want to have a discussion. Lisa thanks the two brothers for being there, but then she starts saying that I want to talk to y'all about y'all brother. And I'm saying to myself, bitch, are you crazy? These are Nigerian men, all right? And you think that they're going to take your side over their brother's side? You done lost your damn mind. Plus, it's not even appropriate for her to even be talking like this. But she's so uncouth and so unlearned. It just has no sense of awareness about anything that she thinks that, these brothers are going to check Usman. So the brother was like, okay, well, you tell me what it is that you want to talk about, Lisa. What the hell is going on? So Lisa begins to tell him that Usman doesn't want to listen. And he's like, listen to what? And so, he says, look, let me talk. Let me say something. So he begins to tell her that no man can be with his wife or his girlfriend or whomever every day. You've got to give this man an opportunity to be by himself and to, decompress. And she's like, no, hell no. He can't decompress, So he said, well, wait a minute. So Lisa tries to jump into the conversation. He said, wait a minute. I'm going to get there. Let me land. Let me land on what I got to say, bitch. And I was like, okay. This woman been flying by the seat of her pants since she's been there. She's made Soldier Boy's life absolutely miserable. But I mean, and so you gotta really think about how precious America is to him, when on every other word you hear him complaining about this woman, but still and yet he has gone through all this trouble to get his mother's blessing, his family's blessing. And here you got this woman sitting here being a nasty, just a nasty, aggressive, controlling individual. Usman said, let me tell you what the problem is. The problem is that she wants to control me. She wants me to do what she wants me to do. And I'm not doing what the hell she wants me to do. That's the last thing I'm ever going to let somebody do, is control me. And so, the brother, deferred to the senior brother. And he was like, I'm just saying, in our culture, men are the king. They are the head of their households. And so Lisa called Usman a king because he called her an African queen, and she called him a king, but she doesn't treat him like one. She treats him like a little court jester or like a little pomp. You know what I'm saying? Just, ugh. So anyway, they try to have a conversation with her, and because the brother is not saying what she wants him to say, then I've been kind of I got on a plane and I flew 7 hours, okay? 7 days and 7, okay? And I've been here for 21 days trying to get this man, trying to marry this man, and I guess I failed. All in front of these dignified Nigerian men. Usman said, this is not the way that you act in front of your in-laws. My mother and my brothers can still say that they don't want to be bothered with this, that they don't believe that I need to be married to this woman. She does not know how to act. I don't give a damn. His worst fear came upon him. This woman acted just the way he thought that she was going to embarrass him and humiliate him in front of his family. And that's exactly what she did. She walked away again and went back up into the room with the I'm done. She is just irrational. She doesn't know how to sit and listen and hear. And instead, she just wants to be heard. It's just so unfortunate because this is just not the ideal relationship for him. The last couple that I want to know, not the last couple, the next couple that I want to talk about is Geoffrey and Varya. Varya is at the damn house, right? She done got to the house with Mary and everything, and she done came in there, and she's hugging all on him. So Mary comes out there and like, what the hell is she doing here? So, of course, Varya is like, what's she doing here? You need to shut up. Varya started calling the woman all kinds of bitches and hoes and I mean, gardening tools and just being totally disrespectful to Mary. And here Geoffrey is standing there with his arms like this, and he doesn't try to diffuse the situation. He doesn't side with Mary. He doesn't side with Varya. He just sits there and let these two women fight over him. And he is so proud that these two women are fighting over him. I thought it was absolutely and totally disgusting. Bitch, you know that you have been dating Mary, and you brought Mary to your home. Whether or not she was drunk or whatever it was, she was in your home. And Varya is calling her bitches, telling her she doesn't want to listen to her. The two of them are going back and forth. And Varya is like, why are you here? This is where I'm supposed to be. And Geoffrey, now one time does he correct her until Mary has said, you know what, I'm leaving. So Varya, basically put the bitch out of Geoffrey's house. And I'm saying, how in the hell is a bitch from Russia gonna come over here and put me out of any American home? Like, bitch, you're not putting me out of a home. Not in my own country. I would have dragged your ass for every red, white, and blue on that flag. You're not gonna come over here uninvited. Now, Geoffrey said that, he had not been talking to her. She validated and verified that he had not been talking to her. You decide, you and TLC decide it is a good idea for you to show up at somebody's house. And here it is, I am here. This is the man that I'm dating who has reassured me, okay, that he's not dating you, and you show up and cuss me out and call me all kinds of bitches. No offense to anybody. I'm just saying, you're not going to come up and, no, we not, this is what we doing. No, this is not what we doing. And so when it got to the point that Varya was so verbally abusive to Mary, then he was saying, this is not her fault. This is not her fault. I'm not playing with you. Shut up. Keep your mouth shut. Whatever, whatever. And I'm saying, thank God that there are cameras there, because it would have been a whole different, I truly believe it would have been a different story had those cameras not been there. Varya, you don't show up at nobody's door. But one thing I can say about Mary, even though Mary was upset and she told her, you don't need to get loud. You don't need to be disrespectful. You don't need to be yelling in my face. What the hell are you yelling about? And so she's like, Varya's like, I'm not giving my man up to her. I came here with a suitcase and a pocket full of dreams, bitch. And I am coming to fight for my man. I mean, like, this girl was so disrespectful. And I just was like, how dare you? How dare you? I would have dragged her ass. Do you hear me? Varya would have got her ass dragged. So anyway, Varya is going back and forth, and they're fussing and everything. And so here we are now. We're at the point where, Mary leaves and she gets her flowers and everything. And she speeds off. And now Varya is sitting there telling him how much she loves him. And she was like, you didn't communicate back with me. And he was like, how do you just show up? And she was like, I came to fight for you. I didn't say no. I said, not now. And so, Geoffrey is going back and forth and saying, yes, he is, seeing Mary. He didn't think that there was going to be anything out of the relationship. But what Geoffrey did was he made the mistake and told Varya that I loved you. That's all she needed, was that little teeny bit of hope. And this bitch gave her the hope that she needed, okay? And so Varya is saying, I'm going to fight for you. I want to be with you. I'm sorry. I want this relationship to work out. Fuck a Mary. And, I'm just like, this is unbelievable. He's saying that this is not his fault, Mary's fault, that he did, say that he was going to move on. But my whole thing is what about Mary? What happened to Mary? I really think he dogged Mary out. And I'm hoping that Mary is still not in a relationship with him, because anytime you got a man that will not fight for you, or at least just even if he's not going to fight for you, do the right damn thing. The right thing to do was to tell Varya, get your ass up out of here. But of course, he's probably in the contract. TLC probably said, bitch, you going to film. So I guess Varya is the bad habit that he can't break. And so, of course, she convinces him, and he tells her that she can stay. And I'm saying, this bitch don't even have any respect for his children that live in the home. You can see the son in the background looking at all of this stuff that's going on. And I'm sure that he felt some kind of way with these two bitches in there arguing. And these children are familiar with Mary. You understand what I'm saying? Mary sure enough got the short end of the stick on this, because Varya was so daggone disrespectful, y'all. Y'all would not believe it. But anyway, he goes and goes to a bar to play with his friends, okay? He was supposed to meet these two couples with Mary, but instead he brings Varya. You talking about a doggy dog mother... You talk about a dog. How in the hell you gonna show up with a whole different woman? So, of course, when he comes through the door, the friends are expecting Mary to come through the door with him, and here he brings in Varya. So the friends begin to talk about how he was heartbroken when he came back, and how he said he was moving on with his life, how he had started dating Mary, and how much Mary loved him, and Mary was a good woman, and all of that kind of stuff. And so Varya is like, I just believe that a man marries his best friend and his soulmate, somebody he's been friends with. And I'm like, yeah, Mary, bitch. He's been with Mary and all of that. And so, he goes into a conversation with one of his other friends, and the friend is telling him, look, man, you a good man. No, the hell he ain't. He's not a good man. I don't care how much he wants to believe he's a good man. He's not a good man. How dare he tell TLC that he doesn't know what to do? Bitch, you know what to do. You just don't want to do that because you think that this makes you the man. It puts an S on your chest for you to have two women vying over you. You know what I'm saying? And now you're going to try to sit up there and act like Tom Thumb and, with a thumb up your ass, okay? It just... So anyway, the other couples begin to tell her, about Mary, because Mary was their homegirl. That was their home piece, you know what I mean? And they were looking for the two of them to show up together. They was all supposed to be having drinks and everything. Next thing you know, Mary comes through the door, bitch. Everybody is excited. They got their mouths open. They like, oh, it's about to go down. It's about to go down because Mary showed up. And so Varya was like, okay, here come this bitch. This woman is crazy. I am not letting my man go. My whole thing is that Varya and Geoffrey deserve each other. Mary, dump that bitch. I mean, he is not worth it. He's not a good person whatsoever, and you so deserve somebody better. He began to talk about how he had been friends with Mary for a long time, but still and yet you could not do, you couldn't do anything to back this woman and to support this woman and to make sure that she knew that she was loved and cared for before she sped off in her little white car. Like, what a son of a... The last couple that I want to talk about is David and Lana. David is just head over heels. He's head over for Lana. Lana is like, they asked Lana, how much money? Okay, wait a minute. So Lana and David, they hook up with each other, okay? He is excited because, of course, we know he's been dating her online for 7 years. So Lana is, had already told her girlfriend she wanted some gifts from him. So the two of them, they go and they hang out together and everything. And, they have their little lunch because Varya's like, look, bitch, we got a job to do. We got a mission. You Bond, bitch. You 007 Bond. And I need to take as many pictures with you to prove that this relationship is a real relationship, okay? We need to take it upstairs, downstairs, outside, inside, at a monument. Pick a tree, bitch, with an animal. We just, we got to do that Where's Waldo? We got to take it with a crowd, bitch. We got to, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got to take pictures everywhere. And so this is her goal. Her goal is not really to be with David. So, David gives her some damn chocolate. He has his little app there, and he's talking back and forth to Varya through this damn app. And he's telling her how excited he is about seeing her, and he really, really cares for her, but he wants to see where this relationship is going to go. Varya is thinking the same thing. I don't know where this relationship is going to go. I really don't even know if I like him. She says that she likes spending time with him, but bitch, her face don't say it. Her face is saying something totally different. Her body language, everything. He is touching her every time he gets a chance. You know how you with a guy and you just don't really care too much for the guy, but he want to touch the small of your back. He want to, halfway have his hands on the side of your hip. He want to be rubbed up against you. David sitting all close up on it. And I'm going, ew, okay. Like, I was grossed out, so I know Varya was, but I'm going to tell you, she maintained that possum face. She's like, let me tell you, I don't know how she did it. But anyway, so he was talking about, how hard it was for him to get in contact with her. So anyway, he had given her a box of chocolates. And so she was happy about the chocolates. And so the producer asked her, how do you feel about David giving you a gift? And she said, I love gifts and, getting gifts and money from David. So the producer asked her, well, how much money have you gotten from him? So she was like, I don't want to answer that question. Next, bitch. Next. So, of course, he goes into a dialogue about not being able to meet her in the last 7 years and wanting to find out whether or not she really was real. So, so despite what he has said that he knew Lana was real, he questioned in his damn self. So he's made the mistake of telling Varya that he had an investigator looking for her. He said that he had went to the apartment and everything and she wasn't there. She said the reason why she gave him a fake ass address was because she had so many other men who are dating her on the app. She didn't feel like it was safe. No, she didn't say that, but that's what she should have said. She said she didn't think it was safe. And so when he told her that he had an investigator looking for her, she said, after you and I been talking for 7 years, he said, yeah, damn right. That's why I got it, because I ain't seen your ass. And so, basically Varya was like, oh no, dinner's over. Lunch over, bitch. I'm out. So Varya took her chocolate and she ran. The next day, he wanted to meet with her again. And of course, they were going all over sightseeing and everything, making sure that they, this was Monument Day, okay? And so they went to all the different monuments and, all of that kind of stuff over in the Ukraine, and make sure that, they had videos and pictures and everything to verify this relationship exists. This relationship does not exist. You could tell from the pictures. He wanted to be intimate with her. He kept talking about her being affectionate. And she was like, I'm not going to be affectionate with him because I don't even know if I want this relationship with this man at all. And I was like, way to go, Varya, bitch. Don't compromise. And so basically, they went bowling together. He said that he used to bowl professionally when he was, in his teens. Bitch, you are 80, okay? That's a long time ago. So he had told, he was trying to find a way to get a kiss from Varya. And so he was like, if I get a strike, can I get a kiss? And so Varya was like, okay. And so, of course, she was up there rolling strike after strike, getting turkeys. You know what I'm saying? 3 strikes, you get the little turkey to come up, okay, up on the screen. And this bitch was rolling the ball in the gutter. And everything else. And so, eventually he did get a strike and he wanted to kiss her. And he just was like, okay, come on, get a kiss. And so Varya was like, oh, she kissed him. He tried to get another one. She gave him a little pat. And then, and she just like, boy, let me tell you something. This woman is so not interested in this man. And he knows it because he keeps talking about the lack of affection that she is giving him. But he's saying he's got to know that she is going to give him this affection. And so, basically she is trying to make a decision on whether or not she wants to pursue this relationship with him. And the answer is absolutely no. David is, extremely giddy, and he's like a teenage little boy. And he told her he wants her to come to America with him, that he had planned on proposing to her. And so he said, and I would like to invite you back to my hotel room. She said, bitch. Varya was like, bitch, the date is over again. She said, it's too soon for that, and I'm not going back to your hotel room. He was hugging her on the chair, right? It was so creepy and uncomfortable. He was hugging her. You know how you hug somebody? So the next thing she was pushing, trying to push him off of her. And he was just, holding on to her like this. And she, she pushing, and he pulling, and she pushing, and she's pulling. So she just kind of tried to give into it a little bit, and she was holding him like this. And then when she got off of him, he just was like, and she was like, I mean, the bitch was strained. This man is so delusional. Again, if I had to rate this episode, I think that I would rate it a B. But then again, after I done did this review, bitch, it probably needs to be a C. Let me know down in the comments section what you thought about this episode, and give me a rating. What should I have rated this episode? Do you think it was B worthy, or do you think it was C worthy? I thank you all so much for being here and for clicking that button and watching this video. I hope that you liked what you saw. For everybody, have a happy Memorial Day tomorrow. Stay safe and sound until we meet again. I love you all to pieces. Good night. Bye, y'all.